Good morning. I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember Romper Room, but this morning when Scott Adams was calling out everybody's name when they were coming on the show, it reminded me of Romper Room when we were little kids. And it says, I see so-and-so and I see so-and-so when the comments started rolling up. So, yeah, I see Rachel. I see Melanie. She's on here first this morning. How cute is that? Hey, Kathy. They would look through a little looking glass and they would see people. Brings back memories. Hey, Jamie. Come on in here, folks. Good morning. I tell you what. I found dog food. My dog will eat. Oh, well. So, you all know that Patty and I and Dina had our sister pass away about a month ago. It was the 15th. 3 weeks. And I've been pondering things since then. Patty and I, and Dina too, we've all tried to help her over the years. We all tried to help her. And Liz and I were talking last night, and we were talking about, she had an emergency yesterday. She didn't have any backup Benadryl. She was having an allergic reaction to something. And we were talking about our oxygen mask. And she says, I'm prepared for my children. I never thought about being prepared for an incident with me. And we were when you get on an airplane, what the flight attendants tell you is if the oxygen mask dropped down out of the sky, out of the overhead, the first thing you have to do is put on your oxygen mask first. Now think about it. You have to put yours on first. And when you do that, as a mother, we automatically think we've got to take care of our child first. But as a mother, if something happens to you, who's going to take care of your child? So you have to put your oxygen mask on first so that you can help your child. Because if you've got the oxygen going, and it's a split-second decision. You put yours on first. And, I see pictures of my daughter-in-law and son when they're on planes. One's with one child, one's with another one. Isn't that wonderful? They're going to put their oxygen mask on first, and then they're going to help their child. We have to think about that. We've been putting together pamper missions. We've been putting together ways to declutter. Now, this morning, I got up on my phone. If I keep going, swiping to the right on my phone, a Bible verse comes up. And here is the verse that came up, and it goes back. I think the Holy Spirit is working overtime with me today, because last night Liz and I were talking about things, and this morning I've been talking with Patty and Liz about things, and the Bible verse that came up this morning, let me read it to you. I got Liz and Patty to pin it. He is in the way of life that heedeth corrections, but he that forsaketh reproof erreth. And this is from Proverbs. I can't remember which chapter in Proverbs, but it's a good habit to get into, to read a chapter in Proverbs every day. So today's the 10th. So read chapter 10 in Proverbs. But I don't know where. I can't swipe to find what where that is in Proverbs, and I don't remember where that is. But that got me to thinking about how I had tried to help. Proverbs 10, verse 17, in that proper. Today's the 10th, and read chapter 10, Proverbs. All my life I've tried to help my sister. And for almost the last 20 years of my life, I have tried to help you. And then, I'm pondering these things, all this stuff, and I clicked on my Facebook page. Now, one of Patty or Liz post what my memory was from today from the fortune cookie. Somebody post my fortune cookie from today. This is so cute. And I can't remember it right offhand. But it was just fortune cookies. I don't really know. But the Holy Spirit uses them to sort of jar us just a little bit. So one of them's typing it. But it talked about me being... you are never selfish with your help or advice. Does that really mean I'm bossy? I don't know. But it was kind of like, okay, I'm listening, God. I am listening. What am I supposed to get out of this? Well, what I'm supposed to get out of this is I can't make you start doing some of the things I tell you about. I can't do that. All I can do is motivate you and hope that you will jump in and do something yourself. But I can't go to your house and clean your house for you. It wouldn't work if I did. It really wouldn't work. So, there's an old adage: you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. I've been pondering that along with all the other things that are hitting me right square in the face today. I can show you some fun ways to get some things done, but I can't make you get up out of your chair and do them. I can't do that. I can give you some fun tools to get some things done, but I can't make you buy them. Not that I want to force you to buy them. I couldn't change my sister as much as I tried to give her opportunity after opportunity, but I couldn't do it. She wasn't willing to accept. Well, she was willing to accept my help, but she was not willing to accept the ideas that I had for her. Every day we get emails from folks complaining that I send too many emails out. Well, guess what? Those emails change the way you think. If you are in the mindset for a change, if you're not in the mindset for a change, like the Bible verse, the Proverbs 10:17, if you're not in the mindset to change, you're going to take it as a criticism, and you're going to rebel against it. And you're going to say ugly things to me, which I get every day. And it's a good thing that I've become like this little rubber ducky. It rolls right off my back. I do not allow your negativity to change the way I think and do things. Because in the past, people say, well, why don't you just send one email out a day? Well, I'll listen to them. I'll be kind. I'll listen to them. But the main thing is, the one email a day won't get in your head. One email a day won't remold how you're thinking. I need to get in here And this is what this book Body Clutter is all about, is getting in your mind to get rid of the negativity and the nastiness, the people you're pushing away because you are a perfectionist. I can help you, but I can only help you if you're willing to take the reins. You lead a horse to water. I can't force it down you. I can't come to your house and get rid of your clutter. All I can do is hand it to you, and you have to be willing to take it. Many of you haven't shined your sink yet. Have you watched the little shiny sink video that's on our YouTube page? It's all about hope. Because if I can get you to shine that sink just one time, you're going to feel the same hope that I felt the day after I shined my sink. You're going to feel it. And it's going to change your life. And then you're going to be willing to take some of the ideas I'm giving you and run with them. You're going to take the reins, and you're going to take your own horse, and you're going to drink the water you need to drink. I know I'm mixing all these metaphors up, but this is how the Holy Spirit hits me in the morning. There's a purpose. And some people think that if I listen kindly, and I've listened kindly over the years to people wanting me to change, and I've actually done it sometimes, change the way we do things. But I know deep down in my heart, the way we started the Fly Lady system on December the 7th of 1999 with a bunch of reminders, and the way our app is built, it's the constant reminding. It's the rhythm of the day. Liz puts out reminders. Our app puts out reminders. We have a list of reminders in every flight plan in the evening. But it's got to get in front of your face, just like your calendar being in your purse doesn't help your family. A reminder being on a wall somewhere that doesn't pop in front of your face isn't going to get your attention. We need to get our attention. And it's got to be right here. Because if it's not right here, it's gone. Your willingness, the fact that you are here watching me today, God had a plan for you. We have to be willing to accept the change that we need in our lives. What we've been doing in the past hasn't worked. Good Lord knows, I tried every way in the world to keep from cleaning my house. Every way in the world. But what it boils down to is I never established a habit. Ever. I never established a habit. And when I finally realized that I needed simple little habits in my life, those habits got strung into a morning routine, an afternoon routine, a before bed routine. Those routines became the framework that gave me the power to be Fly Lady. Do you know what's waiting for you once you get your house in order? God has a plan. But as long as you are fighting, and I mean really fighting against what we're trying to teach you, as long as you are fighting against it, you're not ever going to drink the water. You're going to stand there. You're going to buck up. You're going to complain about the emails. You're going to do everything in your power to keep from doing the one little thing that I said would change your life. And that was to go shine your sink. Declutter 15 minutes every day. And get dressed to lace up shoes. I know you don't believe me, but those shoes are going to change your life. So folks, go sign up for our app. If you need reminders in front of your face or you're willing to accept them, they will come right to your phone. I love them. Even to this day, I still love them. Because this is how I got organized. At the time, I had a Palm Pilot. One of those little square things. Before we had cell phones, I had a Palm Pilot. And I programmed in these little reminders. The same ones we send out is the same reminders that I have going every day. With our back to basic stuff, all these are a bunch of reminders. I took the reminders and put them on little tiles. Think about it. Our game is a set of reminders. They're your morning routine, your afternoon routine, your before bed routine, and weekly home blessing hour, all tossed in about 24 reminders. There you got. Turn your game into a fun way to get the reminders. Or get our app, which is relatively inexpensive. I know you won't change, but you're fighting me every step of the way. And those of you who are not fighting me every step of the way, that are drinking the water, we've been accused. I got a funny story to tell you. Many years ago, I got an email from a columnist at the Time magazine. And in her email, it really frightened me. Her email said, I don't know who you are or what cult you have started, but my sister doesn't need me anymore. And evidently, every Sunday they would have brunch with their mother, and this one lady who was a flybaby needed her sister, who was a reporter for Time magazine, to come to her house to help her get ready for mother to come over. And what she said to me when I finally got her on the phone was, my sister doesn't need me anymore. She was heartbroken. And she thought she had joined some cult. Well, we're not a cult. We're just a fun way to get your house clean so you can do it by yourself. And I was scared to death of the article that she was going to write for Time magazine. And it's on our website somewhere. But it was in the tech section. And she explained that we were a way to get your house in order without needing a housekeeper. And she had seen it work with her own sister. So folks, I don't have a whole lot to say today other than what the Holy Spirit has gobsmacked me with this morning. But when you're not in a tizzy, this is the other part of it all, when your house is in order. When you're not in a tizzy, trying to put out fires everywhere, you can slow down and you can hear the message that God has for you in simple little ways. Simple little ways. You can hear that message. What's God trying to tell you today? Have you slowed down long enough to recognize the God breezes that are coming your way? I feel like I'm preaching a sermon this morning, and I probably am. Our house gets in the way. The messiness of our house gets in the way of what we're supposed to be doing as a human being. So, folks, let's get back to what today's Friday. Friday is clean out our car day, clean out our purse day. I cleaned my purse out yesterday. Y'all saw my purse yesterday. It's always clean. I had 2 receipts in my purse. That's all I had in my purse. Today's Friday. It's date night. Now, if you don't have a significant other, then plan some time with a girlfriend or one of your children. Go have a fun time this evening. I'm trying to get my work done, so maybe we can go see a movie. Who knows? We're not going to we're not going to post any declutter things today. We're still in the kitchen today. We're going to get a lot of stuff done. But I'm going to pull one of our back to basics things. Well, guess what? We're going to talk about clutter. Yep. So I guess we are going to declutter some more. So I got 3 cards here and I got my Sharpie. So what else can we declutter in our kitchens? What else can we declutter in our kitchens? I know what we can do. We can declutter our freezer. Declutter freezer. Now, sometimes you can take the meat that's freezer burnt and that sort of thing, and you can put it in a crock pot and you can start making some bone broth. And that's really good stuff. You can just start and cook it for 3 days with some onions and some carrots and all kinds of things, and just make this, get all the goodie out of it and make bone broth. And what I like to do is once the bone broth is cooked for 3 or 4 days in the crock pot, I like to take it, put it on the stovetop, and reduce it down by half. So I make it kind of like a demi-glaze, and I pour it in ice cubes and freeze it. And then all I have to do is drop one in a cup of hot water, and I have bone broth that's frozen. And it works really well. Junk drawer is good. Declutter the junk drawer. I really don't have a junk drawer. I have a battery drawer, a drawer that has stuff for my critters, and I have a tool drawer. But you would call it a junk drawer. Declutter junk drawer. If you have more than one junk drawer in your kitchen, you know you're sidetracked. Okay, one more way. Declutter supply stockpile. Produce that's old. Okay, clean out refrigerator. Clean out refrigerator. Yep, so that's 3 things. When we clean out our refrigerators on Wednesday, because you're trying to see what needs to be used up, and you can put the produce that's getting ready to go bad in your bone broth, and you can have a really rich bone broth. And it is good for your joints, all kinds of good stuff. I really like it in the wintertime. Instead of a cup of tea in the afternoon, I'll have a cup of bone broth. Let's see. Pamper missions. We've got a good pamper mission coming up on Saturday evening when our sneak peek goes out. But I'll tell you what it is ahead of time. Because I put the sneak peek together last night. You go in your bathroom and you strip down naked, and lock the door, and run the shower super hot, but don't get in the shower. And you're gonna have your own little steam room going, and it just feels so good. Especially when it's 100 degrees outside, you get this little sauna going, and then you lather up with lotion and put your clothes back on. Now, some people like to get in a cold shower after that, but I don't like cold. I like hot. So that's a sneak peek for the week. That's a mouthful. So everybody, let's have a good weekend. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see what other God breezes is sending my way. And let's get some stuff done. We got some great specials going on. You know what they are. Extra large mop. Those of you who have it, tell the rest of them. This is $15.98. We have a multi-wand, and my favorite, it's $12, are our silver rags. And I got a new use for silver rags. Last night when I was in the tub, I decided I would give myself a little pedicure. And when you don't like to go get a manicure or a pedicure, sometimes your cuticles need to be excised. This did it. I soaked in the tub for about 10 minutes, and then I took my purple rag, which is what I have in the tub, and I went over each toenail. And with the purple rag, you can actually see what comes off. And I was just blown away at how wonderful it was. The ostrich feather. Yes, ostrich feathers. Let me show you this. Let me show you. Okay, so you see this feather? I'm going to put it up here. This feather has lots of little feathers. You see how there's like a million of them? This collects dust. Every little sprig of feather collects dust. And then you take it out. My video is on YouTube. And it is amazing. Now, our video of me using a feather duster, our new feather duster is this color right there. Silver. It's from the female ostriches. These are from the male ostriches. Female. Beautiful silver. Matches my hair, don't you think? So you see, that new feather duster, I can't wait to get one at my house so I can show you, but everybody took Friday off. So folks, let's be kind to ourselves. Let's slow down so we can hear. No, we're not going to make a Canadian version of the calendar. You have to put your own little holidays on there. We used to get the calendar from Canada. Now we have it made in the States. Nope, there's no difference in the way it works. It's just a pretty color, just like there's no difference between the purple rag and the silver rag. It's just a different color. And we're going to get pink ones. We're going to get pink ones for pampering us and for cleaning our glasses and finding them in our purse when we need them. Hot pink is the best color for the inside of a purse. Ask me how I know. I do know this. So folks, you know what specials are going on? I'm excited about the pink too. I don't think Jack and Justin were, but I'm excited about it. So folks, we're going to talk about decluttering. Decluttering is one of the 3 keys to getting your house in order. The first one's go shine your sink. The second one's get dressed to lace up shoes. The third one is declutter something every day. So here lately, I have been, as soon as I get off of our show, I grab a bag, a brown paper bag with handles on it. I get a supply of them, and I grab a bag and I run through the house and gather up items to give away. 27 Fling Boogie in a brown paper sack. It's just that simple. Can I reach? You can use whatever you got, but this is what I use. And I've gotten rid of about 9 of them so far in August. I've been doing one a day. And it is phenomenal how much you can put in that bag. And you have to take it directly to the car. I will admit, I'm not real good at that. Robert's been helping me take them to the car. So folks, with the handles on them, it makes it easy. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. And be listening for those God breezes. They will get you if you're paying attention. They will get you if you're paying attention. And just like today's, it all kind of fell together. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So there you have it. There you have it. I love you all. I will see you later.